identity and inverse properties. The additive inverse property states that the sum of a number and its opposite is 0. For example, -9 plus 9 is 0, and positive b plus negative b is 0. The reason why this is true is if we look at this example, -3 plus 3, we have 3 negatives, 3 positives. We could create 3 0 pairs, and these would all cancel each other out, and we would have 0 remaining. The multiplicative inverse property states that the product of a number and its reciprocal is 1. Remember that reciprocal means that we flip a fraction. For example, 1/2 and 2/1 are reciprocals of one another. The examples we have here is 7 times 1/7 equals 1, and 1/g times g equals 1. And the reason behind this is if we multiply two numbers that are reciprocals, like 1/2 times 2/1, and we multiply the two fractions, 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 1 is also 2, then we have 2 divided by 2, which equals 1. So again, the inverse property of multiplication says that whenever you multiply a number and its reciprocal, the answer is 1. The additive identity property states that adding 0 to any number and the value stays the same. So whenever you add 0 to a number, the value stays the same. That's because when you add 0, you are adding nothing. So 3 plus 0 is 3. 0 plus p is p. 0 plus x would be x. Adding 0 does not add any value to a number. The multiplicative identity property says that when you multiply any number by 1, the value stays the same, or the number maintains its identity. 16 times 1 is 16, 1 times f is f. And again, the reason behind this is if we multiply a number times 1, we just have one group of that number. For example, 4 times 1 would mean we have one group of 4, so the answer would be 4. For the identity property, a way you can remember this is that the number maintains its identity or stays the same. 4 plus -4 equals 0. This is an example of the inverse property. -k plus positive k equals 0. For the multiplicative inverse property, we multiply by the reciprocal, so 8 times 1/8 equals 1. And then for the multiplicative inverse property, the answer is 1. For the identity property, remember the number will always stay the same in the equation or example. So 8 plus 0 equals 8. 8 is the same number on both sides of the equal sign. 0 plus r equals r. And then for the multiplicative identity property, the number is going to stay the same because if we multiply 8 times 1, that gives us 8, and then 1 times r is true by using either the identity or inverse properties. If we look at letter A, we have 5 times a number equals 1. If we multiply 5 times a number less than 1, it's going to decrease. So that can help us decide what number would go there. And for this problem, we would multiply 5 times its reciprocal, so 5 times 1/5 equals 1, and that is an example of the inverse property of multiplication. If we look at letter B, it says p times a number equals p. If we multiply p times 1, the number is going to stay the same or maintain its identity. So that would be the answer. If we look at C, 27 plus a number equals 27. 27 plus 0 equals 27 because these are the same numbers. Lastly, it says M plus a number equals 0. If we add m and negative m together, that would give us 0 because those variables or examples are opposites. M plus negative m equals 0.